Ethan Clark lived a quiet, steady life. A small apartment, simple job at a local school. Nothing dramatic, nothing unusual. Until the morning he found a plain envelope on his doorstep. No name, no stamp, just a single line inside. "Someone remembers what happened to you." Ethan froze. It wasn't threatening, just strangely personal. He folded the note, slipped it into his pocket, and went on with his day, but the words kept echoing in his mind. 3 days later, another envelope appeared. Same size, same handwriting. Inside it said, "Truth arrives when the heart is ready." Ethan sat at his kitchen table, the note glowing under the warm light. Someone knew his past. Not the happy parts, but the parts he avoided talking about. The emotional betrayals. The unfair treatment at his old workplace. The people who twisted situations and left him alone with the consequences, he whispered. Who would send this? The third envelope carried something different. Named Daniel Hayes. A former colleague, someone who once spread rumors about Ethan, not dangerous, but damaging enough to push Ethan away from opportunities and friendships. Ethan hadn't heard that name in years. Curious, he checked online. Daniel was suddenly facing backlash. Old lies exposed, misleading statements corrected, reputation shifting. It was all too perfect. Someone was revisiting Ethan's past, not to harm, but to untangle old knots. Over the next few weeks, Ethan noticed strange coincidences. People who once hurt him emotionally, their forgotten actions were quietly being revealed in truthful ways. A coworker who once took credit for Ethan's project was now publicly acknowledging the real contributor. A former friend who had distanced themselves was now reaching out with apologies. Old misunderstandings were clearing one by one, nothing harmful, nothing dangerous, just truth returning, quietly and naturally. Ethan wasn't being watched, he was being guided. One evening, a new note arrived. Just a line, "Don't fear the past. Someone is repairing it." Ethan sat back, heartbeat rising, not out of fear, but from the feeling that someone deeply understood what he had once endured. It wasn't random, it wasn't coincidence. Someone cared enough to fix what had broken him, but who? The fifth envelope had no message, just a location. Quiet cafe near the waterfront. Saturday, 6 p.m. Ethan debated going, but curiosity won. When he entered the cafe, soft jazz music played and warm lights flickered. Then he saw her. Lena Moore, a person from his past he once trusted completely until one misunderstanding. One moment of silence, one lack of support had cut him deeper than anything else. Lena stood up slowly. "Ethan, I'm the one who sent the envelopes." Ethan blinked, stunned. Lena inhaled shakily. "I should have stood up for you years ago." "I didn't. And you paid the price." Ethan stayed silent. "I couldn't change the past," she continued. "But I could make sure the truth found its way back to you. So I corrected things quietly, respectfully, carefully. She wasn't proud. She wasn't boasting. She was apologizing, with actions instead of words. "I thought you deserved closure," she said. "And I owed you honesty." Ethan exhaled slowly. All the notes, all the revelations, all the restored truths. None of it had been revenge. It had been healing. Gentle, silent, precise. Ethan finally whispered, "You didn't have to do any of this." Lena smiled sadly. "I know, but I wanted to fix the story I helped break." For the first time in years, Ethan felt something settle inside him. Not anger. Not resentment. Just closure. Sometimes payback isn't loud. Sometimes it isn't harsh. Sometimes it's simply truth, returning through the hands of someone brave enough to correct their own mistakes.